Hi everyone, I'm Princess. I'm a freshman here at East Village Middle College High School, and today I'm here with...
I'm Miss Madden. I'm a 10th grade English teacher and avid teacher at East Village Middle College High School, and 12th grade avid and English teacher.
First question, did you like English when you were in school?
I loved English when I was in school. It was one of my very favorite subjects, and I think it wasn't just about the reading, it was talking about the books. I'm definitely more, sorry, that's my phone. Of course it's going off right now. I'm definitely more of a fiction girl than I am a nonfiction girl. But yes, I do love English and literature and talking about books.
What drew you to liking English?
I think a lot of it has to do with just enjoying being off in a fantasy world. I was an only child, so I could have private time and quiet time when I wanted it, and then that meant that I could go and sit with a good book and enjoy myself, and I actually would read for hours. I still read for hours. So I do think that a love for reading is kind of a necessary part of enjoying English as a subject.
You know what's funny is my dad was an English teacher, and
Yeah, I remember him telling me.
Yeah, he was, I don't think he disliked reading, but he was not like a big reader as a kid, you know?
Did he like writing?
I need to ask him about that actually, because he tells me stories of when he was a kid, and he was like, oh yeah, I was a punk in Soviet Russia, and I was like, I don't know if he really liked reading all that much. But to the questions.
Where did you get your education to start teaching?
So I studied English in college. I got my master's in English, but I actually went to university in the UK. That's where I went. A school called University of London King's College. So I lived in London for 6 years. I always knew I wanted to be a teacher from the time I was a little kid. I used to pretend to teach all my stuffed animals and everything, so I didn't actually pursue my teaching credential until I moved back to the States after getting my master's, but I knew what I was going to do. It was already the plan. Oh, amazing. Amazing. I would have stayed, but I either needed to get married or get a job, and neither of those things were happening at that time.
How do you like this school?
I love this school. I taught, at the beginning of my career was at Morse High School, which I also really, really enjoyed. I thought that the faculty and the students at Morse were wonderful, but it's just so gigantic, and I knew that a school of that size, any of those comprehensive sites, they've just got so many, struggles and obstacles in their way, and this was a school site. We're small, we're so focused on our primary purpose that I really feel like I can do my best work for my students here.
How do you feel about the students at this school compared to the schools that you've taught at before?
I think we have uniquely, and I'm sure it's not always true, you guys know better than the teachers do to some extent, but I feel like overall we have uniquely kind students. There's not a lot of anonymity here, so students do know each other. Maybe between grade levels people don't know each other, but within a grade level people know each other. They all know their names. You can't get that at a large comprehensive site, and I do feel like overall we have a really kind, accepting, inclusive culture, and I know that that's always not the case at other schools as well. We have good people in our school. The school with good people.
If you were to teach another subject, what subject would you choose?
First of all, the other thing I thought about doing was being an elementary teacher. So I could see myself teaching elementary. I would not touch middle school with a 10-foot pole. But I could see myself being an elementary school teacher. People like Mr. M who taught middle school, hats off. I don't know how they manage that. As far as subjects, it would probably be, I would love to have been a drama teacher or something like that. It would be an elective. There wouldn't be another subject you would even want me to teach besides English. You want me to touch math or science.
I think you could be a good history teacher though.
Thank you. I mean, I do, I touch on a lot of historical stuff, but I don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
It's let's just talk a little bit about the history, and then now let's get into the reading part.
I think I've learned a lot of history from your class though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I think it's super important to understanding literature. You can't really know what's going on in a text if you don't know what was happening at the time it was written.
Yeah, I would have no idea what was going on in Macbeth and why if I didn't know there was like all that stuff happening with the royals.
The drama.
It's like reality TV.
It is like reality TV. Especially, and I think people don't realize it. They think like, oh, it was just the boring 1600s. It's like, no, people were crazy.
The Kardashians are modern day aristocrats.
Yes, it's very true.
Well, thank you for being here and allowing me to interview you.
Oh my
You're so
gosh.
welcome. How do you feel about being an interviewer, Princess? You enjoy it?
It's kind of new,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I bet the camera loves you though.
Was that every question? Oh, I got a couple actually. I still have some questions.
Go for it.
But was that everything?
Yeah.
Wow, that went fast.
Addie's on autopilot.
Yeah, that cut will be, nobody will even notice that cut, except for that I'm talking about it right now. It's gonna be so smooth. Callie, when I was talking to Carter and Callie, that's why I was late to here. Callie wanted to know, what books would you recommend specifically to help with the SATs?
Oh. So like literature
I don't
to
even
read
know.
for the SATs? Honestly, I chose not to do Frankenstein this year because I just did it and I felt like Macbeth was heavy enough for you guys to not have to do heavy language again. But Frankenstein, in terms of preparing for the SAT for critical thinking and for vocabulary development, Frankenstein's a fantastic novel for that purpose. The language that Mary Shelley was using at the time is like very academic, very elevated. She has a beautiful writing style, and she was 17 when she wrote it.
Wait, I have a question
Outros?
actually.
Oh.
Yes. What are your plans for ASB after I retire? I'm sure you've got some great events and activities.
Oh, I love events. The more I can stay after school, after hours, the better.
That's what I
The
suspect.
better. Yeah.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you gonna bring anything to the potluck?
I am. I'm bringing my tri-tip.
What's the try?
Steak.
Oh.
Like a big steak.
Oh my
You
gosh.
Slice that. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm getting a little hungry.
Yes, I cook it in the morning and then I wrap it all up so it retains its heat, and then I don't even slice it till I bring it to school right
Oh
before
my
the potluck.
gosh.
And then we slice it. Mm-hmm.
Wow, this
I'm
is
bringing
exciting.
lumpia, by the way.
Are
Oh,
you gonna
yes.
do that?
Special request
Yay,
by Miss
Mr.
Madden,
Adam.
so
Thank
yes.
you.
And
Thank you.
I'm gonna forget to tell my parents until the day of, so we're
They're
probably
gonna love that.
Yeah.
You should bring
They're gonna be
Takis.
so happy.
I should bring Takis.
I want Takis.
What are you gonna bring, Princess?
I don't know.
Just bring Takis, please.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have you had the Trader Joe's Takis?
Oh,
No.
they're like very sour.
They're sour. Yeah, I love them.
But they're good, but
They got a little bit of, it's a little more tangy than this is. I'm really glad that we have this really important information on this interview.
Yeah, guys, you
The
guys.
Takis
should
interview.
I think if there's one thing you should come away from this video with is that you should try the Trader Joe's Takis. That's my thesis.
That's your assertion?
That's my assertion.
Wait.
Persuasive essay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Goodbye, America.